Hey amazing hackers, this episode is sponsored by the Cybersecurity Hat, the ultimate hacking platform where you can learn in a fun and a practical way using exclusive frameworks that unlock amazing possibilities. In the description of this video, you will find all details for my special code on the Cybersecurity Hacked products. Just use R19 at checkout and enjoy. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of R19.io podcast. Today, I have a pleasure of welcoming Jefferson Macedo. He is cybersecurity expert, incident responder, forensics investigator, lawyer, and founder of PurpleBird Security. Jefferson is one of the Brazilian's top name in the firm, threat intelligence, and cybersecurity governance. With a hair, I think this is a rare combination of technical and deep and legal expertise. Jefferson, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here today. I really appreciate your time. And please introduce yourself because I really have many questions for you today.
Yeah, awesome. So, Milton, thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure to be here. I admire you a lot as a professional. We had a lot of conversations in the past and also in the present. So, thank you so much for having me. Just
You're welcome.
quickly introducing myself. Uh, Despite what Milton just told to you guys, I'm a cybersecurity specialist, but since at least more or less 10 years, I'm working with digital forensics and incident response. So those are my main specialties. I know that a lot of you guys are every day working to prevent incidents, but
Yeah.
incident is my funny moment. So
Yeah.
this is the time where I need to have some, where I need to have some hands-on to
Mm-hmm.
forensicate all the things, to analyze what is going on Windows, Linux, and so this is the best time for me. So
Okay. Just for you, because for many another people, it's usually this is okay. It's
yeah,
bad
this
and
is
a
like your
black time.
nightmare, right?
Yes, exactly, bro. Let's get started. You have an impressive career that basically connect cybersecurity, forensics, and law. How did this journey begin for you? Because this is really interesting because you combine cybersecurity, forensics, law, and usually this is not happen with all professionals in this landscape today. And let me know about how did you begin in your career?
Yeah, so my career in technology started more or less in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
I started working in 2004 in human resources area, but my starting in information technology was in 2009
Mm-hmm.
when I was also studying in a local university.
Mm-hmm.
But I effectively started working with information security in 2011. So since
Okay.
2011, I just started looking at information security foundations, ISO 2007,
Mm-hmm.
2007K, and then I just discovered myself in the information security area. So. Uh, I was working for a local company here in Brazil, a Swedish company called Scania. On that time, I was working as like a network analyst. So I was basically on that time, my responsibility was troubleshooting Cisco routers, Cisco switches, um, try to make something around the network architecture. So everything
Mm-hmm.
started working with network security, and then effectively on 2016, I had the opportunity to move 100% working with forensics, with incident response. Uh, but for sure, sometime before effectively starting having my hands on this type of topic, I had the opportunity to study also in a local university a postgraduate course in computer forensics. So
Okay.
it was more or less, I think that now 11 years ago that I just concluded my postgraduate course in computer forensics.
Mm-hmm.
So the course just opened a lot my mind for the whole world of cybersecurity. So because before I had no visibility on what was working in information security. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I know that cybersecurity on that time was not so huge.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we are living a different moment in information security, where this is not the information security right now is no more optional.
Yeah.
But on that time, different from now, the companies was not looking at cybersecurity as, oh, we need this is something that we need to protect our assets, to protect our
Yeah.
reputation.
Mm-hmm.
But since that time, I had the opportunity to effectively jump into the area and start dedicating my time 100% to cybersecurity. So it was in 2016, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken, 10 years
Mm-hmm.
ago right now. So
Yeah.
time's flying.
Yes, I must. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
then on that time, I had the opportunity to start working with a multinational company called Crow.
Mm-hmm.
I think that most of you should know Crow Cyber. Now
Mm-hmm.
they are known as Crow Cyber, but on that time, Crow Associates. I was part of a team supporting all the staff that on that time was working with internal and corporate investigations, but I was doing the digital forensic side. So I was basically responsible for going to the field, doing the forensic acquisition, processing the data, indexing all the data, and bringing back to home, bringing back to our forensic laboratory to make that data available to our staff for some investigations. What type
Okay.
exactly of investigation? Basically, on
Mm-hmm.
that time, we were working more with all topics related to ethics, to compliance, all type of internal investigations. On
Mm-hmm.
that time, also, I was working with some digital forensics more related to cyber attacks. But again, on
Mm-hmm.
that time, almost 10 years ago, it
Mm-hmm.
was not so huge. I mean,
Yeah.
there were some demands, but not so many as now.
Yeah.
And then after working for Crow Associates, I had the opportunity to move to another company here not in Brazil. I mean, to the Brazilian facility of
Mm-hmm.
IBM. So it was
Okay.
more or less in 2018 when I
Mm-hmm.
started working for IBM here in
Mm-hmm.
Brazil. Uh, it was it sounds a little bit crazy for me right now to think how it moved in the last years, because
Yeah.
I just started working at IBM for the X-Force Incident Response, which
Mm-hmm.
is a global team of cybersecurity experts and incident responders. Uh, and actually, I can stop and think, come on. I had the opportunity to work for one of the main teams in the world of
Mm-hmm.
specialists, and on that time, I started working as a senior consultant for the local region for Brazil and Latin
Mm-hmm.
America. I
Mm-hmm.
worked for IBM X-Force Incident Response during more or less 4 years. So I just started
Mm-hmm.
as a senior consultant there, and
Yeah.
then in my last year, I worked as the lead for the region for the Latin America region. So it was almost 4 years with a lot of incidents, some of the most complex and critical incidents that I had the opportunity to work on my life. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you know, maybe all the guys know and remember, but the COVID time
Mm-hmm.
was so critical for us, because a lot of companies was
Mm-hmm.
moving to the digital world, but without
Yeah,
security, without
sure.
layers, without protecting themselves of cyber attacks. And then I had the opportunity to work on some of the some of the hugest cases here in Brazil and also Latin America.
Mm-hmm.
And then just to summarize everything,
Yeah, go ahead.
professionally speaking, uh, more since at least 3 years ago, 3.5, I just decided to start my own company, which is
Mm-hmm.
PurpleBird Security. So PurpleBird Security is well, based on my expert my knowledge. We
Mm-hmm.
are specialized in incident response and digital forensics, but for sure we do provide other type of services on security governance, pen testing, cloud security. So we do provide work on we do provide every type of work on cybersecurity. And then 3 years has passed since I just started this adventure, this journey as a
Yeah.
entrepreneur, and now here
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah, yeah, sure. It's really a big path, and I'm really proud for you because that's really awesome. You really have a big landscape, and leveraging this history. What at moment you basically did you realize that cybersecurity would become not just your career, but your life missions, let's say. Because, yeah, like you said, you basically pass for many businesses. You're learning a lot of blue team, red team too, incident response, and stuffs like that. And when you thought about, okay, right now it's my life mission, when you what was the moment that you, okay, you basically change the key?
Well, I think that it was just in the beginning. I mean, as I told, I just started studying at the university in 2009. Uh, I had the opportunity to work with network security, but I had something inside myself telling me uh, to investigate things, to discover things, to understand how the things move. And then
How
when I
this
had the
work
opportunity
and
to,
how things work. Yeah, yes, I just I
yeah,
just completing your speak.
yeah, I mean, how the things work, what is happening behind the scenes, if I can say that. Because basically, when we are speaking about information security, about cybersecurity, this is a little bit more deeper on understanding how things work. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that it was when I just realized that cybersecurity was something for me. I was
Mm-hmm.
ever curious about understand everything from the roots, um, and then I was ever curious watching some series like CSI, and
Mm-hmm.
then after a lot of years we saw other series like Mr. Robots coming.
Yeah,
Uh,
Mr. Robots, it's a classic, bro.
yeah,
I
I think
love
that
it.
was the best. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I am suspicious because I really love it, this. Yeah, I love all episodes there. I really appreciate it, really.
yeah, so I think that it was really the moment when I could discover myself in the cybersecurity on the cybersecurity area.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, well, how to make um, how to have the puzzle back. I mean, how to remount everything, how to get back to the past but in the present. So I think that this is the
Mm-hmm.
best definition, because
Mm-hmm.
again, when you are working with investigations, digital investigations, incident response and digital forensics, your main responsibility at that moment is to understand how that thing happened, So what was the first move of the attacker in the environment? So this is something that really makes my heart move. So and then I just discovered myself, and well,
Yeah.
despite responding incident and digital forensics is a little bit stressful. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Sure.
are you are ever running against the clock
Yeah. All the
because
time.
every second counts.
Yeah.
Every second is gold. But it's something that sometimes I get myself complaining a bit.
Yeah.
but uh, but well, this is what makes my heart move.
Yeah. Exactly. Sure. And talking about your purple bird, yeah. What inspired you to start your own company? Uh, because sometimes it's really when you basically already, for example, when you basically have a big and beautiful landscape, and usually when you work in businesses like IBM and another really strong businesses, you basically create it like a stick, yeah. And what inspired you to started your own company? Because in Brazil, I know that because I have my own businesses in Brazil, and I know that it's really hard uh, create businesses there. And yeah, let me know about your businesses.
Yeah, so PurpleBird Security has started since 3 years ago, 3 years and a half now. Um, well, my to be honest, my inspiration came from uh, a specific moment of life. I mean, I was working a lot on the other businesses, but I was a little bit lost on my mission. By mission, I mean uh, what I do have of me of mission of life right now. What I do consider my mission of life right now is how to make more impact on people life. So how can I impact more and more guys around me, around the world? And
Mm-hmm.
then working as a company employee, I mean another business
Mm-hmm.
employee. Well, I was causing a lot of impact. I was helping some companies around the world and around the region to get saved from security attacks. But I was ever looking to get more, to do more.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just thinking, okay, from now and on, what else can I do, or what type of movements can I do on my life to change uh, and uh, and make a huge impact on people's life.
Okay.
Uh, so something that I did not tell in the beginning is that I'm also a
Mm-hmm.
professor in some local universities. Uh, but I was not satisfied with being an employee in another company uh, while a cybersecurity professor, because I was ever looking to do more and more and more. So I just decided to have my own business, uh, to start this challenge here in Brazil. As you told, having a business in Brazil is a little bit challenging
Yeah.
because,
Sure.
well, there are a lot of specific laws, a lot of specific rules. We do pay a lot of taxes and fees to the government, but this is something that uh, I just decided to do uh, as my mission of life. I mean, again, to make a huge and more significant impact on people's life. And then from the moment zero, when I just started PurpleBird Security, I just started as a plain paper, just doing a lot of drafts by myself on my mind and writing a lot of things, just trying
Mm-hmm.
to decide what type of service we would provide, just deciding what type of services and products we would offer to the local market, if we would work only in the local markets, or trying to move and to move around the world. And then right now, I can say that Purple Bird is getting bigger. Actually, we do have other few consultants working with us. So this is not just me and myself. So we do
Yeah.
have other guys working with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Actually, we do have some clients here in Brazil, but we are also working with some clients in other countries, such as Australia. So we do have some
Mm-hmm.
clients over there,
Mm-hmm.
and also partnerships. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that in a general summary, I think that my main life while working and founding PurpleBird is to make more and a huge impact on people's lives. So I think that I'm in a good way to achieve this mission.
Okay. Yeah, that's really great. And what are the main challenges you see these companies face today? Because, like you said, you work with a lot of businesses, not only in Brazil but abroad. And let me know what challenges you see in these companies. Uh, like a consultant, as a incident responder. Let me know. I need. I really this is it's really interesting to know about uh, the main challenges basically that companies facing today.
Yeah, I think that something, it doesn't matter where you are, but while working on cybersecurity, we ever know the same thing. And what is this? And what this thing
Yeah,
is? Uh, I'll never be
cancer
the next
attacks
target.
and things like that all the time.
Yeah, and the client on the other side, on the other side, ever say, "I'll never be the next target." So this is why I will not invest in cybersecurity. So cybersecurity and tooling and processes, these are all something that I don't need until the day that you discover that
Mm-hmm.
you really need cybersecurity, and not
Mm-hmm.
because you just woke up one day and decided that, oh, cybersecurity is nice. Let's put some money on that. It
It's
was just
okay.
because you had an attack. So
Yeah.
just because you saw
Unfortunately,
that,
unfortunately.
yeah, unfortunately, this is how the biggest part of our clients uh, just arrived for us to get some support, to get some help. So I think that this is the main challenge. That doesn't matter where you are, is to try to convince people that cybersecurity is not cost. That this is that is just about return on investment. So I think that this is
Mm-hmm.
one of the main challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can say another challenge, and it is more a particular challenge, if I can say that, uh, the commercial side of things. So I was ever
Yeah.
a geek on my life.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
I was ever on the tech side of the things, and I never saw myself selling something
Yeah.
to another guy. uh,
This
and
was my big challenge too, bro. Trust me, this is really fucking hard. I'm sorry for say that, but this is really fucking hard all the time,
yeah.
including today, bro. Because you have a lot of businesses sometimes providing the same services than you, and then
uh,
basically you need to explain that your service is the best of the best of the best, and you needed to explain over and over and over again, and it's really fucking hard. And nowadays I don't know why, but yeah, I'm sorry for the tip too. Go ahead.
no worries. I mean, I must agree with you because, again, I was ever on the tech side of the things. In the past, I did choose to work with information technology because on my mind, it was not required to interact with people. So inside my mind, I would spend my life just behind the computer, and doing all my tech things. But
And
well,
you
the
thought,
life
okay,
changes.
right now businesses just come on, come on. Yeah, I'm a brilliant guy, but okay, you needed to have a commercial background, and sometimes
Yeah,
for us it's really, really hard. I know, bro. I know this is really taught me a lot.
yeah, it's quite hard, but I'm learning a lot on this role.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still have my hands on while working at the company. I mean, so I still do a lot of incident response. I do a lot of digital forensics, but actually, I also have some responsibility on selling to my clients and convincing them that cybersecurity is an important stuff. So. In the past times, in the last times, I'm no more spending my time on just studying tech and security aspects. I mean, I'm also spending my time studying a lot about sales techniques, about how to manage a company. So I can say that actually more or less 60 or 70% of my life or my time is doing a lot of non cybersecurity stuff. So life has changed a lot.
Yeah, sure. I really agree with that. And usually your team handles right pressure incidents in major corporate investigations. What's your, let's say, your approach to maintain composure and precision during critical incident response operations? Because it's not easy, bro.
Yeah, not easy. I mean, when you are working with incident response and mainly on the most critical moments, you are dealing with people expectations. So this is really hard to manage people expectations because for someone that doesn't know how an incident works, how a cybersecurity attack works, uh, they think like, okay, I'll just push this button and everything will
Mm-hmm.
get back to the normal. And it
Yeah.
isn't. We know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
well, it's hard to say right now. I mean, it's quite easy to say, "Oh, come on, you need to keep calm. You need to be yourself. You need to control the pressure." But we know that in the real life, this isn't so easy. But
Yeah.
my main secret is that most of guys that work with me will agree that I really try to keep calm. I really try to understand what is going on, to get more details as possible from the incident, because if someone call you to be on an incident, is because they need help.
Yeah.
And imagine that you are calling someone from outside to support your company in an incident. What do you expect? Do you expect to see someone who is more expert than you, who is more expert than your team? And keeping calm is part of that. Showing to your client that you know what you are doing. So imagine that again, you hire someone, a cybersecurity expert, an incident responder, to support you, and then the guy is just going crazy, just screaming and just
Yeah,
as
you
nervous.
needed to show confidence. You need to show a
Yeah.
lot of confidence.
So I think that keeping confidence is the main is the main quality. I mean, is what you need to have. So keep calm, keep confidence. You know that sometimes people may scream, people may have different reactions, but
Mm-hmm.
you are the expert. You need
Exactly.
to show your credentials. You are the
Sure.
guy there, so you need to effectively lead the incident. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, this is how I normally show my expertise. I show that I'm there, and I show that I'm with my clients. I'm on the same side.
Okay, sure. That's a great insight here. And basically, I know that you have a deep experience with the fur, thread hunting, CSIRT building, and things like that. And how do you see the thread landscape evolving, especially for Latin America? How do you see? Because okay, when you go to the Europe or when you go to the USA, you are basically can see this movement doing its working. But talking about Latin America, especially talking about CSIRT, yeah, in this landscape, how can you think?
Yeah, well, specifically speaking about the cybersecurity threat landscape in Brazil and Latin America, we do have a lot of threat actors that are moved by uh, financial attacks. I mean, so the financial sector here in Brazil and Latin America are hugely targeted. Uh, Year after year, moment after moment, we are seeing the attacks against the financial sector increasing here in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And something that really catch my attention is how creative the threat actor in the region are. So I can quickly quote some cases. For sure, I cannot speak about the clients' names, but we
Yeah.
are working in some cases here in Brazil where the guys are using a lot of TTPs, different TTPs, to attack the same client. So from home halters, I'm not sure if you know, but that the small one, a micro tick halter. So this
Mm-hmm.
is something quite curious that we caught in one client while responding an instant. They just use it. The threat actor just used one of that to infiltrate their network. Also, a lot of social engineering cases because something that I normally say to the guys here, to my colleagues, is that when we are studying and as soon as we move and get some experience in cybersecurity area, uh, we think things like okay, I know about the concept of social engineering, I know about the phishing, uh, but you never know, but you ever think that what will target your client or your company is something more advanced, is something more sophisticated. You never think that the most basic attack will work out against your company, and it is working a lot here in Brazil and Latin America. So again, we are every time reading a lot of technical articles from Europe and from Asian, from other different parts of the world. We are seeing a lot of advanced persistent threats moving, a lot of technical, a lot of sophisticated attacks. But again, the basic works a lot. So, and here in the region, again, phishing, social engineering, the basics working to target not only companies, but also common users, if I can say that. So, uh, everything that we are reading about companies that are losing millions and millions is different when you are just reading and outside of the region, when you do not have your hands on the keyboard to work on cybersecurity. Is quite different from reading. While you are just reading an article, you think, okay, come on, how can a company lose millions and millions just because they had a cybersecurity incident? It's not possible. But as soon as you jump in the cybersecurity area, in the working with cybersecurity, you know that it's perfectly possible. It's quite possible for a company to lose millions with a simple cybersecurity attack. So I think that we also in Brazil and Latin America, if compared to other regions for the world, we are just getting some. We are just increasing our maturity on cybersecurity. Uh, as I mentioned it, I mean, in the beginning, uh, year after year, not only because Brazil and Latin America are more and more targeted by cyber criminals, uh, and not and also because we are more and more being demanded on compliance and regulations stuff, but also because people are slowly, but they are opening their eyes to cybersecurity.
Yeah.
So, well, I think that in general words, cybersecurity in the region is increasing. Uh, hard. It's a hard moment, but it's increasing, and for sure, we do have a lot of opportunity in the region. So
Mhm.
it really doesn't matter if you are a Brazilian company or Latin American company. Uh, Opportunities in cybersecurity are increasing a lot.
Yeah, that's great. That's not great in the same time. That's great for us, but this doesn't great for another businesses that sometimes receive this type of attacks. I really agree with that. And you have worked with multiple major organizations, like you said, IBM, and things like that. And what lessons did you learn from managing incident responses at the global scale? Because it's totally different.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, it's totally different. Okay, when you need to follow steps in a small businesses and a medium business, it's totally different when you are responding one incident at the global scale. And let me know about lessons that you learn in this scale. This
Well,
is
the,
not the
the
only interesting for me. I'm sorry, but this is not only interesting for me, but for our audience. That okay, in our audience we have here hackers, cybersecurity professionals. We have a lot of type of people here, and then please, I'm really excited to know about that.
Yeah, well, something that was really great for me while working in a global team like IBM X Force and other global teams was that I had the opportunity to work with other different guys, other different experts from the whole world. I mean, so I had the opportunity to work not only with guys from United States, but I worked a lot with guys from Germany, from Italy, from Australia. I worked with teams from South Korea, and well, so I learned a lot from these guys, not only on how to manage a global incident from a global perspective, but also from some specific techniques. I mean, uh, I spent my whole time studying a lot about incident response and digital forensics, but having your hands on is what makes the difference. And I know that what I will say may sound crazy, but having your hands on CTFs and games, cybersecurity games, cybersecurity gamification. So this is good, but it will not bring you the real life experience because when you are really inside a cybersecurity incident, again you will see that a lot of different aspects, and by aspects I mean not only a threat actor technique. I mean, and again, what I said a few moments ago, people expectation are quite different, and culture. So I really learned a lot from these guys on how to manage people expectation based on their culture, on to respect their culture. Uh, well, and that brought me a lot of confidence on how to show that I was there with the client. And if I can say another great, nice, and positive thing was that I learned a lot uh, while studying. Not only on institutions like EC Council, not only studying my courses in Brazil, but I also had the opportunity to study on SUNS Institute,
Mhm.
and share a lot of knowledge with all my peers from the global teams. So basically, a combination of techniques, combination of respecting the other guy culture. Well, I think that it helped me a lot to respond the incident in a global scale. So if you in any moment, if you have an opportunity to join a global cybersecurity team, just go there. I would not think twice about having an opportunity to join a global cybersecurity team. I know that sometimes for a lot of the audience that who is watching us, sometimes maybe may seems to be hard, but you just need to go there, to join, to give yourself the opportunity, because it will help you a lot to move in your career.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing this. I'm really appreciate all this knowledge. And okay, let's talk about threat intelligence. And I
Yeah.
have here one challenge. Yeah, because how can smaller organizations start implementation real threat intelligence without a huge budget or large teams? You probably have an answer about that.
Yeah, I think that everything must start small. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
not only on threat intelligence, but on every cybersecurity aspect, instant response, digital forensics. Actually, we do have a lot of options while working with tooling and cybersecurity research. We do have a lot of resources around the world. You don't need to pay $100 million to use Celebrite, for example. This is just an example. I know that well,
Mm-hmm.
Celebrite and all the other technologies are really great, but you need to adapt yourself. What I mean by adapt yourself? So if your organization do not have any budget for cybersecurity, it doesn't mean that you cannot adapt. You cannot bring cybersecurity to your company. Actually, we do work a lot with open source stuff. There are a lot of open source stuff that works better than commercial tooling. And specifically talking about threat intelligence, uh, I know that a lot of you guys know, but just to quote, we must speak
Mm-hmm.
about MISP, which is a huge
Mm-hmm.
and nice project. Uh, it's not really hard to work with MISP. I would also say OpenCTI. So all of
Mm-hmm.
these are tooling that you just need your laptop, a virtual machine, not so huge configuration. You do have a lot of articles on the internet. You do have a lot of uh, uh, a lot of courses on the internet, YouTube videos, just to understand how things work. So you don't really need to have a lot of money to start on threat intelligence,
Yeah.
instant response, digital forensics. You just need to plan. You just need to plan, and something that you really must consider is about your organization particularities. I mean, what is the goal of your organization? What is your objective on threat intelligence? Because and now specifically speaking about threat intelligence, uh, some people think that okay, I'll just research a lot of IOCs, a lot of indicators of compromise. I'll just use those IOCs to stop attacks. I will just add those IOCs to my antivirus or EDR tooling, but it isn't. I mean, threat intelligence, for example, has a more huge aspect. This is not just about the adding IOCs to your tooling. Threat intelligence is more about strategy, is about helping your company to predict and prevent the next attack against your assets.
Exactly, exactly.
So, and again, this is not only about techniques. I mean, threat intelligence in a general, if I could summarize, threat intelligence is more about context. It's about bringing context to your organization. For example, uh, let's suppose that my organization is from the financial segment, is a financial business. Uh, I will not look for threat actors that are targeting the healthcare sector.
Yes, no, makes sense.
It doesn't make sense because you do have some particularities, some specifics that the threat actor will look to hit your organization. What else can I say? I think that you need to you need to look at your uh, attack surface. This is something that you need to monitor while working with threat intelligence. You need to work again not only with IOCs. IOCs are quite important, but you need to work with TTPs. You need to work with tactics, techniques, and procedures from these threat actors. This is the most important. You need to know and study if the threat actor is more interested on social engineering, on command line. So you really need to understand how the threat actor works against your organization, against your business segment. And finally, and I think that the most important is uh, behind the scenes, behind the technical side of the things, you need to know a lot about uh, geopolitics. Is something that is really curious for me. I mean, in the beginning, I was just thinking that okay, threat intelligence is just about the technical cybersecurity world, but it isn't. I mean, you need to have a lot of context from the whole world. For example, I had an experience a few years ago, right in the beginning when the war between Russia and Ukraine just started,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then on that time, I was just managing a team of experts, and my director just told me, "Okay, so a war is happening outside. Our company has no relation to with Russian business. Our company has no relation with Ukrainian business, but we need to keep eyes on to understand what is going on. And for example, maybe one Russian attacker or one attacker from Ukraine, maybe they can target our business just because we are a Brazilian business and Brazil just is just making a move to protect and to support Ukraine or to
Yeah,
support
because you have some
Russia.
relationship. Yeah, you have relationship between countries, and sometimes, yeah, I know.
Exactly, and so I think that this is something that you need also to consider what while working with threat intelligence. So, uh, techniques, cybersecurity world, but also context about what is going on around the world, politics, economy, geopolitics. So everything moves and matter when you are working about threat intelligence.
Okay, that's really awesome. And talking about education, teaching, and mentorship, I know that you are also a professor, mentor, and instructor for NSC Council. Um, Nowadays, what motivates you to teach and share your knowledge? Because
Well,
you have really many things to do every single day, and nowadays, what motivates you to teach and share knowledge over and over again?
Well, in a quick shot, and to be honest, what makes me and what motivates me and what makes me move to teach other guys is to see the next generation of cybersecurity professionals. So this is what really makes my heart move, to teach, to spend my time teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually I'm having a lot of opportunities on local universities, when I where I spend more or less 1 years with the different group of students, and I'm the responsible for teaching them security operations. So I'm sharing a lot of knowledge about the daily security operations, but also about incident response, digital forensics, threat intelligence, and then I'm spending 1 year with all the group of guys on local universities. And something that makes me really proud is when we just finish that year with them, and they just and the students just tell me, teacher, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, because now I know that I'll be a blue teamer. So
Mm-hmm.
nothing against the red team guys. So but what really makes my heart move is the blue team side of the things.
Yeah.
uh, but something that really makes me proud is when we just finish the year of teaching, and then the guys just take a time to tell me that, teacher, thanks for sharing your knowledge. Just I learned a lot with you, and actually, I just received the first opportunity on the local markets, just because you shared a lot about your career, about techniques. So I think that helping the other to get one opportunity is what makes me and keep teaching, keeping sharing knowledge.
Okay, sure. And to leverage this question, in your opinion, how do you think that it's important is mentorship and community for cybersecurity professionals, not only in Brazil but abroad?
I think that community is also really important. Is what makes our ecosystem moves,
Mm-hmm.
because well, everything is about sharing knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you can spend a lot of time studying, you can spend a lot of time deep diving on books, YouTube videos, having your professional experience, but sharing knowledge is the key. I mean, knowing from each other is
Mm-hmm.
what makes the difference. So uh, if you do have the opportunity to mentor someone, to share your knowledge, it doesn't matter how senior you are. I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
that you also will learn a lot from other guys. It doesn't matter if the guy on the other side is just a junior analyst, if he or she is just starting their career. I'm sure that you also will have a lot to learn with them. Uh, every time when I choose someone to mentor and to share my
Mm-hmm.
knowledge, uh, I'm also starting that process knowing that I will learn a lot with that guy, with that girl. So
Mm-hmm.
again, I think that the sharing your knowledge, mentoring someone, will not only help to increase your knowledge, but will help you to be a better person. So this is why again mentorship and communities are so important for us.
Okay. And I have another question. Do you think that in the future, uh, more cybersecurity professionals should to understand law and more lawyers should to understand cybersecurity? Because right now, you basically can see the movement of cybersecurity. For example, cybersecurity professionals like you need to understand about law, lawyers, compliance, GDPR, and things like that. What do you see this movement?
Well, as you told in the beginning, I'm a lawyer in Brazil, but
Mm-hmm.
I just concluded my studies in law 2 years ago. Actually, I do not practice 100% the law here in Brazil. I'm not. Uh, I'm able to be a lawyer, but well, the company takes all my free time. So, but knowing about law here in Brazil helps me to understand some particularities, mainly on compliance, mainly on regulations, what type of move I will do on cybersecurity, if a specific technique is really allowed or not. So it really helped me to make and to build a strategy before working on a specific client, because again, you have some specific regulations while you are working for a company that makes cars. You have some specific laws and regulations for a company that work building softwares. So as soon as you have a better perspective and understanding of how regulations work, it will help you a lot to make the best tech move. So I think that knowing about laws is a knowledge that in a few years will be not only the basic, but will be required, will be a must for everyone. Because again,
Okay.
if you know where you are jumping as a cybersecurity professional, as a technical professional, if you have some knowledge about laws, it will make all the difference. Again,
Okay.
it will help you to make a better strategy. It will help you to support your clients, to provide the best support for your clients. Actually, we are speaking a lot about privacy and personal data. We know here in Brazil we do have the LGPD, the same for Europe with the GDPR. Uh, and well, if you know about not only privacy regulations and personal data protection regulations, uh, I'm sure that you will succeed a lot. So this is something that you must learn uh, by the next few years.
Okay, I really agree with that because this movement it's not only in Brazil but here in Europe. People, or for example, uh, people, businesses when hiring usually uh, need that you uh, have a knowledge, and not only in cybersecurity but in laws and things like that. And I think this movement, it's as soon as possible you be basically uh, can reach another countries. And yeah, I really agree with your thought. And talk about your conference right now. You basically you had, and please, I create some notes here from about your conference, and please correct me if I make mistake here. You have spoken at the major conferences like BHAC, Mind the Sec, and besides, if I forget something, please let me know. What's your message when you step on stage to speak to the community?
Well, I had a lot of experience here in Brazil, speaking on local conferences. A few weeks ago, I had my first experience and opportunity speaking abroad. I mean, I was in Poland a few years ago, few days ago, speaking at besides Krakow, and was a
Mm-hmm.
great, great, great,
Yeah,
great experience.
yeah. I mean,
Challenging as well, but great experience. And I think that my first and main message when I just arrive at the scene to share some knowledge and to speak about a specific topic, is that you need to jump in. What I mean by jump in, you need to be part of the problem. Uh, as soon as the years just are just coming, I'm just discovering myself as a problem solver. So I think that you need
Mm-hmm.
to dedicate, you need to be part of the solution, you need to jump in. And another thing that that I commonly share with the guys is that you never know everything. As soon as my career is moving, I ever see myself trying to learn something different. Because again, working with incident response, working with digital forensics, and I know I'm sure that for you, for example, working with the offensive side of the things, we ever need to know something quite new every single day.
Yeah.
For example, just sharing a quote from one of our my last presentation in a conference. Uh, I ever worked a lot with Windows operational systems, Linux, Mac OS. I know how to forensicate all these boxes. But in one of the last cases, I was required to forensicate a hardware, and I'm not a hardware hacking specialist. And on that time, that sound really challenging and crazy for me, because I just thought myself, come on, what will I do right now? I do not I never studied about hardware hacking. And then I just took a moment to take a brief, to study a little bit, and to get some opinions from my colleagues, because another positive thing from being on conference, from sharing your knowledge, is that you create a huge network of great professionals. Again, you will not know everything that you need to succeed 100%. But being on the stage, sharing your knowledge, is nice, that you also know a lot of people that normally have the same difficult as you. But again, you create like a network of trusted professionals. Again, on that time, for example, while I was working with hardware hacking, uh, again, I was required to study, but I also met some guys that helped me a lot to explain me how that hardware on that time was working, how it could be used by a threat actor to infiltrate a company. So again, I did my knowledge on instant response and forensic was quite useful on that time. But all the guys around me, all my network, helped me a lot to understand. So again,
Yeah.
those are things that you get from conference.
Yeah, and that's really, really important. Make new connections, make network in this type of conference. I really agree with that. And what you are most, let's say, passionate about right now? What keep you, let's say, excited to keep pushing the boundaries of cybersecurity?
I think that again is about learning every day. It's about learning
Yeah.
something new every day. Um, Sometimes, and I do remember, Milton, something that we just discussed a few weeks ago about the imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
and sometimes we ever have the impression that we do not know enough. And being honest, year after year, I'm no more expecting that I will know everything, because again, every day we do have a different thing, we do have a different topic on the market. So
And right
I
now
was
with
looking to,
AI, oh,
yeah.
that's really that's really hard to try to absorb this all the knowledge. It's really I let me say again, it's really fucking hard
Yeah.
try to absorb all the knowledge. Okay, because right now, I'm sorry, but before that, uh, right now it's really hard try to identify uh, really okay. You can I can basically can say about professionals. It's really hard to identify good professionals. Right now, hackers have AI, and you can use AI to create new techniques, to create new possibilities. And like you said, it's really hard. Try to basically follow all the steps, or try to basically absorb uh, all the type of the content, and okay, books, and really a lot of material available on internet with AI. It's really fucking crazy. And please go ahead. I'm sorry for that, but this sometimes basically when you told in this point, basically I basically share with the same feeling. Uh, yeah, yeah, because all the time when I when I look behind, I look, bro, really, I can't do that. And if you try to okay, if you try to follow, and if you try to reach is to try to reach this knowledge, you basically can be, or you are crazy. And as soon as possible, yes, this is my thought about. Okay, but go ahead, I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, and no, no, you're right. I mean, and you just touched that. You just spoke about one important thing. For example, let's speak about quickly about AI.
Mm-hmm.
Learning AI is not just AI.
Yeah.
I mean, learning about AI is learning about machine learning, is learning about automation, is learning about process. So see that you have a huge a lot of different topics before simple learning about AI. And then so I think that the summary here is that I just being honest and being 100% honest. I just gave up of learning everything because it's quite
Yeah,
impossible.
me
So
too.
yeah, so again, I think that and another topic here, we also spoke few weeks ago about the English for us in Brazil,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
for non-native speakers this is
Yeah.
also quite hard.
Yeah.
And but sometimes I think that we need to do some mental exercise to
Mm-hmm.
understand what we just achieved until now,
Mm-hmm.
what we did until this point. I mean, sometimes we need to look at the past years and understand how we did evolve and how we did reach this point. Because before being the current professional that feels that need to get more and more knowledge every day, in the past you learned a lot, you got a lot of different topics and knowledge. So again, I think that not I'm not saying that I'm satisfied with everything I know. I know that I still have a lot to learn, uh, but I do not. I don't think that I will know everything 100%. Again, we are speaking about a lot of different complex topics on security, on information technology. We are speaking a lot of languages, so there are the whole world of topics to learn. So I think that keeping focus is the most important thing right now. So keep
Yeah.
focus on what you really want and go there.
Okay. That's and basically leverage this. And finally, if you could give one piece of advice to the next generation of defenders and incident responders, what would it be? One
Oh,
advice.
hard, but
Yeah,
I would say the basics still works. The basic works a lot. So you need to learn and to study the fundamentals. Uh, it's hard to it's hard just to think about hacking someone, about hacking something, about responding an incident, about forensicating something, if you do not know the basics of computing. So learn the basics. Learn more about TCP/IP. Learn about how the computer works. Learn about how Windows and Linux and even Mac OS operates, but from the basics. Sometimes I see some of my students trying to learn about buffer overflow, about how to forensicate a Mac OS box,
try to
how
start
to
in the my
yeah,
higher. Yeah,
they are
yeah,
trying to start as high as possible. But what about the fundamentals? So you need to know the fundamentals.
yeah,
What you make you a different professional and a confident professional is about learning the basics. As soon as
yeah.
you learn the basics, I think that you will be ready to rock in the cybersecurity field as a defender, as an offensive security professional. So again, if I could summarize, learn the basics.
Okay. Whoa, Jefferson, it's been an absolute honor to have you here today. Your journey from IT and forensics to law, leadership, and education, to me basically show that cybersecurity is truly a multidisciplinary field. Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you for sharing your experience, your insights, your patience with us. And do you have basically one final message to our audience?
Yeah, so, well, first of all, thank you so much, Milton. Thanks for having me. My pleasure to be here. My pleasure to to share some knowledge with everyone. I also like to learn a lot, so I'm also watching the past episodes. I'm learning with all the other guys that has passed here in the podcast,
Thank you for
and it's
that.
really a pleasure to be here. If I could share one last message is, well, for who is starting, again, learn the basics. Um, if you want to succeed, look at your network, have colleagues, have friends, and well, it may sound a little bit hard to what I will say, but you will not succeed on cybersecurity if you do not have other colleagues, other human colleagues. So help the others and get some help, because something another thing that I normally say is that I just could succeed on my career while working on cybersecurity was just because on the past I could count on many cybersecurity professionals, um, and a lot of them actually I can call friends. So you ever need people, you ever need
Yeah,
someone on your side to exchange some ideas, to exchange knowledge. So make your network as stronger as possible.
yeah, for sure. And I really appreciate again your time, and to everyone watching, don't forget to check it out, PurpleBird Security, and follow Jefferson and more cybersecurity content. That was N19 That's Your podcast, and see you next time in the next episode. Thank you again, Jefferson, and see you next time. Bye.